disinformation that's taking place now that UFOs have been brought to the forefront. I just saw something on my Telegram, and I can't be silent. Okay, I can't. Someone shared something, and I'm glad they did, about it was a channel. It took me to a channel, and there were, they called like Iseti something, two ships going across the screen, and something else coming down. That was footage from the observatories in Hawaii. The observatories in Hawaii is where you can see what they're showing. And I don't know all about that channel. I really don't. I don't. But I didn't hear on the little part of that I watched of that video. It was only like 3 minutes. They kept showing the same two, like stars or whatever. They were ships going across the screen, just like that, and the stuff coming down. That's the observatories, you all. You got to be very, very careful who you listen to, because there's a lot of people that are going to jump on the bandwagon now. They're going to get on the UFO train. Okay, they are. And they're going to start sharing things with you. They're going to start saying a lot of stuff. And a lot of that stuff is only going to be, they're going to be so into themselves, you all. That's where it's coming out, right here. It's coming out of here, coming out of their mouth. People are going to be saying things, showing things, just to get people to watch them and listen to them. And they're going to say that, this is happening, this is real, this is what's happening. Please, you all, I hope you have discernment enough to see through what some people put out there. I would encourage you, I highly encourage you to go do your own research. Do your own research, you all. And even the things that I show, I like to document everywhere I go, everything. I'm going to tell you where the image comes from, where the footage comes from. If you go to places, they're showing things and they don't tell you where it comes from, I'd be really leery, because why do you want to withhold information from people? Why? Because that's been going on for too long. It really has. Look at this sky. Looks weird right here. It's been going on for too long. And I don't like seeing people being misled, you all. That's one thing that really gets to me. A lot of people they're getting misled. Now, I don't have anything against people wanting to get the news out about the UFOs, but when you're exaggerating and you're really making things up about it, I don't like that. I really don't. It's not right. It's not right to do that to people. So I immediately recognized the footage showing immediately on the Telegram. And I replied, this is from the observatories in Hawaii. And that's what it was from. I don't know what they were trying to say it was, but you're going to hear a whole lot of stuff coming, a whole lot of people. And obviously, it's already here. People are on they're on the train. They're on the UFO train. And they, a lot of them go off what other people say too. They do. And it's a money maker. It's a money maker. It's what it is. There's like this. It's like you will gather around people. People, they will gather around them a lot of people who want to hear a certain mind, and the people will eat it up, just like the media. They know that sex sells. They know that violence sells in the movies, sex and violence. So they push it, push it, push it. And it's going to get to the point with the UFOs. They're going to push it, push it, push it. Do you see? think that's that great big bird that is down there at the pond, but I couldn't, it catches fish. You all see that big bird that just flew by? It was massive, massive. I'm surprised it flew right by. I hope you all got a good view of it. Yeah. Good morning. Yes, good morning, you all. Um, no, I haven't really been on the internet. I don't get on the internet, you all. I don't. Um, every once in a while, I'll hop on the Facebook, I'll hop on the Telegram, and I'll hop on the YouTube every day. But I don't go internet searching. I don't. But I just wanted to say, be very cautious of what you look at and listen to, because there's a lot of people you and they're going to be sharing things that may not be altruistic. Now I'm excited, that they have more people talking about it, but with more people, that a lot more disinformation that's coming out there, and you're not going to know who to believe. You're not. And you can generally tell too, if you got ears to hear and eyes to see, you can tell what's real and what's not. You can feel the energy behind the individuals that are putting out certain information. You can literally feel the energy. You can feel the motive if you're in tuned. And a lot of you are in tuned. So just think for yourself, okay? And just read between the lines. I can't, that does bother me. I have to admit it. It bothers me when you're not told where stuff comes from. And it's big time hyped. It's big time hyped. Um, oh, good morning. You're just on YouTube. You look for info on your own. That's wonderful. There is a lot of information on YouTube. There is. It's a power base of information, massive. And you can see information of all sorts from any angle that you want on any subject, which is really good. I like to look at educational videos. I really do, on how to do things, especially with technology, how to like set up, the OBS studio. That's what I did. You got those YouTube tutorial video how to do certain things, which is great. But just, yeah. Um, yeah. Good morning. You feel their vibes. That's wonderful. Luna Shine. Good morning, everyone. I wasn't going to get on here. I got a busy day today, so you may not see me for a long span. 10 o'clock this morning, a long span. I just want to warn you ahead of time. If you don't see nothing coming out for me, that's why I got a busy day. Good morning, Janie B. And it's true, you all. There is a lot of disinformation out there in the UFO community, and there's those who say they're channeling certain whatever. There's disinformation out there too. You can tell. You can tell. And I guess it takes all walks of life, just like humans. We got good humans, we got honest humans, we got dishonest humans. You got honest aliens and you got dishonest aliens. You got honest, benevolent beings, and you got dishonest, malevolent beings. You've got honest news channels, dishonest news channels. And I guess if you want to listen to certain things. I know certain things are like if somebody's really hyping up UFO stuff and it's entertaining. I know some people like to watch stuff for entertainment. They like to entertainment too. Um, and so be it. Yeah, this is just a little bit unsettled after seeing that shared on the telegram, knowing that the footage that was shared was straight from the observatories. And they were calling them ECETI ships. I don't know what it is, but it's the same, things. Observatories, and you can watch the ships all the time. You can watch them fly across the screen and stuff, and you can watch it at any type of speed. Yeah. No, it's like a E, whatever that is, bad boy. You're being a bad boy. That's what oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that's from. I don't, you all. Good morning. Um, I'm in Indiana. I am in Indiana here. You all, I haven't, I normally would flop this thing around like that, you all, but I get myself distracted. I try to take advantage of the time I have. Time that's free in the morning, but I try to get on here. This poor plant needs watered. It really needs watered. Um, that's okay. Um, yes, hello there, Susan B. Honey. Love from the Netherlands. Do you got windmills in the Netherlands? Or is that just Denmark? When we lived in Germany, we we got on the Autobahn. Is that great big highway where there's no speed limit? Whatever it's Bahn something. And we went through, I think, Denmark, and we went to Legoland when my daughter was a little bitty baby, and they had a big Legoland amusement park. It was really neat. And we saw windmills on the hills, and we saw shepherds in the field tending to their sheep. I thought, wow. We also ate at, we slept over at, one of those types of houses where you can, they have a room where you can go in there and then they'll feed you breakfast in the morning. I remember eating, I had an egg in a plate or whatever you want to call it, and you tap on the top of it and take the top of the shell off, and then you scoop out your egg. And they had like a bagel or something that you could put jelly on, and then like a piece of like bologna meat also. Um, it's storming. Oh, if it's buffering, then I don't know. It was like a bed and breakfast. That was so many years ago. It really was. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, you all. And it's not really, it's like the only way some people can, travel is if you're in the military, because you get to go different places and they pay for it while you're there. If I didn't have that great big tree in my way, if I had like it all cut down, um, I could see the sun better. Did you see that flash? Did you just see that flash? My camera like flash, just like that. They say when you see like a flash of light, it's a sign that angels are around, is what it says. That's how the story goes. Yes, it is. In Holland, you are that metallic ship at the observatories last night. I don't know how I overlooked that when that one video was done, sitting or hovering in the airspace. Since those UFOs do, they travel in those clouds, and you can't see them sometimes when it's so thick. North America, they served hash browns. In the Netherlands, that is existing. Uh, yeah, you see the flashes of lightning. Oh my goodness gracious, you all. It's really nice out today. You saw it. You all think we got like a 2 minute delay on here, but that's all right. I saw something where they admit that they're doing electromagnetic things to alter the weather. They came out and said it. It was shared by you know who, Mr. D-U-T-C-H. You know what I mean? That's right. Good morning. You saw your title. You see the actual real famine in the land is the word of the God of truth. There will be a famine in the land. Um, well, and also the love of most will grow cold. It's that's a sad thing if you think about. There'll come a time when the love inside the people that should be there literally like shrivels up, and it's about that big. And because with that, if that love shrivels up inside and it's about that big, there goes compassion, kindness, and all of that out the door. There goes it all the attributes of love. And that would be a very sad world to live in. It says, I don't care what they say, I won't live in a world without love. Lock me away and don't allow the day here inside with my loneliness. It would be a lonely world. Don't want to live in a world without love. They're suddenly naming and introducing new clouds for the first time in many years, Susan, honey. Yeah. That makes you a rare individual if you still have love on the inside of your heart. And the love of a lot of others is like literally, and there's nothing there. You're very rare. And that's great. I mean, it's not great that you're very rare, but it's great that there'll be some who still have that love within them. And it'd be hard. It'd be hard to survive like that, but love can sustain you. It can. Christine Mott, honey, you need to get rid of that anger. You need to tell it to go. And that depression, don't hang on to it. And yeah, I know you're feeling it, but just tell yourself, no, I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel it. Get out of me. You can tell it to leave. You can even use the name of Jesus. If you believe in the power of the name of Jesus, you can do it. And you can say, I want all that negativeness out of me right now. I didn't even give it any permission to get inside of me, get out of me, because I don't want it. You don't have to take it, and it's hard to shake it. It really is. It's hard to shake it, because if it's like a spirit and it gets in you and you tell it to leave, that spirit knows whether you're sincere or not. It really does. Sometimes you'll battle that all day long until it wears itself out and then it exits. Mm. Oh, you're so welcome, Christine. You are, you are very welcome. You know, sometimes I think it's good if I don't see what people look like, because you know, you never know what a person looks like behind just their name like that. So you got this picture in your mind, but it's not really a picture, and it's based upon their like personality and stuff like that that you see, your online identity. It's pretty cool. It is. Good morning, T. You have been attacked by evil spirits and you make them leave. That's right. That's right, you all. That's right. Let me do this. Oh, oh my gosh. Yes, it's cool, you all. It feels kind of cool out here. My toes are getting a little cold. I just got my socks on the porch. It's good to walk with your socks if you can on the porch. So if you're just tuning in, there's a lot of disinformation out there, and I'm saying that because the UFOs are being spoken of more often. You can see that there's more articles out there, there's more news out there, there's more sightings that they're actually allowing to come into the public eye. The news are, repeating them, and it's being written about. But someone shared something on the Telegram, and I went and looked at it, and it was footage from the observatories, close up, evenly spaced ships going across the sky and down, and they were calling them ESETI ships. And I don't think they ever said where it was coming from. I don't. I hope they did. But you can see that yourself. You can see that yourself. You can go there. You've seen them fly across the screen when I do time lapse, evenly spaced. Boom. I've noticed a lot of channels, a lot of some kind of social media stuff. I will share something and or say something, and then boom, it's repeated and shared by them, but not what I shared, but they'll go to whatever I said, and then they'll share it on their channel too. I have noticed that quite often, and I thought, that's interesting. It is, but the news is getting out. There are UFOs in the sky. Some of them are good and some of them aren't. Just like humans. And to say that there aren't UFOs, and some people say, oh, they're all demons. No, they can't all be demons. They, they can't all be demons. And the humans can't all be bad. Okay, they can't all be bad because there be no good left in the world, no good at all. So that's why I don't like to say everything that comes from the sky is demons. No, the demons are on the earth and they've been under the earth, you all. You can't say all the UFOs are demonic or any type of anomaly that you see in the sky is demonic. You can't say that 100% fact. You can't. That gets me too. It does. You want to live on my porch. I need to clean up this porch. I really do. I normally would mop it, but I haven't mopped it yet because we go in and out. These plants, my daughter loves plants, which is great. When I was her age, I loved plants too. I still love them. I really do. Oh, the sun came out. And the sun's rising up in the morning. Every tear will be drawn from their eyes. This old place gonna give way to glory, and like an eagle, I'll sail through the sky. Boom, straight through the sky. Hello there, Applebrooks, honey. Yes, they are good. They're good soul food. Yeah, you have plants all over the place. I think it's wonderful. So is the house of timber or frame. Some of it block work. Tea, honey. Gina's going to show you, okay? I am. It's a log cabin. It's logs, and they are that thick. From the basement up. And this is like some kind of a joint. wood joints where they layer them. The whole, now that's about right. My battery, that's real logs, flat, and the whole main level of the house is solid logs. Um, when it gets up a little higher, then it's a paneling that looks like the logs is what it is. And some of the bedrooms, I wish they wouldn't have done it. They could have left them all logs, but well, it's just the interior of the house, like the middle parts where they need like a wall. You got your bathroom, you have a drywall and stuff, but yeah, it's a log cabin. And the wood came out of these poplar, there were poplar trees up there. The wood was dragged out of the woods, cut and dried, and it's all through this house. The original floor was cut by that wood, and I think this was also from the woods too. The only thing we did, this floor was here. The only thing we did, we had to put a railing around this when we bought it as a foreclosure for safety reasons. But yeah, this thing is intact. Maybe a little bit too much information. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. I built a house in nature. You ever watch those shows where these people go and they urban survival? They go and they find a place in the woods or wherever they're at. They make their shelter, and it's really good. That's all they ever do, and they can live in it. I wonder how many people who would have those skills to do such a thing is what I wonder if it came down to it. I would have those skills. I don't know if my knees would allow me to do the things that I wanted to do, that I could do. Yeah, it is, T. It is. And when it was built, the guy who built this, him and his brother, they built the whole thing themselves. They had to hoist those beams up in the house is what they had to do. I haven't got up on the rafters to, it's dark in here, you all. I need to open up I gotta open up, you see the rafters of the house. It's all from the, it's all from the woods. All this wood came from the trees in the forest is where it came from. And so once you get, see this great big gap up here? Once you get above this last log, well, no, I don't know where the logs stop on this side. They go pretty far up, but there is paneling. I know there's paneling paneling above this right here, wood panel. So yeah, that's what it is. Let me step back outside. Your daughter is trained as a carpenter. That is wonderful. That's right. That's very good. You're going to have a skill set in this new world that we're entering. If you're a young adult or an older adult or something like that. People with all different types of skill sets. So that's good. So, you know, even if you have one skill set, it's better than not having any, because you may be very proficient in like carpentry, plumbing. Someone may be very efficient in gardening and preserving food and stuff like that. Someone may be very good in mechanics. Some may be very good in, I don't know, improvising. There's lots of people who are jacks of all trades. Jacks and Jills of all trades, you all. That's right. You can spy with your little eye. Oh, Jeffrey Howard, a SETI Stargate official. I think that's what it is, but that footage is from the observatories in Hawaii on that channel. So there's lots of channels out there. I don't even know half of them, but that's the channel, and that bothered me. It did, because I don't think they said that it was from the observatories when it clearly was. You've caught a live video, Debbie Lacey. Hello. Yeah. Those that create wealth. Those that don't create energy. MB. Um, I don't think I agree with that. I don't. Because there's lots of creators. We're all a creator of something. Some can have both. They can. Yeah. You'll walk back into it sometime when it's feeling is right. I don't know what you're talking about, T. I missed your comment. Um, yeah. I think I've been on here probably long enough because I've got to get busy on my morning, but I wanted to come on here, you all. Please, there is a lot of disinformation coming out here. And try to be intuitive. Use your senses. You should be able to feel whether something is altruistic or it's not, where the channeling is coming from, where their footage is coming from if they don't give you the whatever. And you can feel the energy behind it. You can. You know, I know a lot of things are for entertainment purposes. They are. But there's going to be, and there is a lot more people jumping on the YouTube train of UFOs. Okay, YouTube's got a train of UFOs, and it's filling up, you all. Your seat. If you want a seat, you gotta hop on the train, or you're gonna miss out. That that's what it's about. Hop on the YouTube train. That's for the UFOs. There's a car specifically for the UFOs. You just gotta hop on it. Get your seat. Get your channel. Same thing with all these other social media platforms. There's like a big old box cars with seats in it for you, but be careful, because not everybody who gets on that YouTube train, that area where there's for UFOs, they're not altruistic. They're not. Um, you celebrate your son's birthday. Aw, yeah, that's great. You're digging the energy in this chat. Greed has taken over society. And have you noticed that it's greed? Because years and years ago, things were built a lot better. They were built with they were built to last. They were, from your tools to your cars to your, like your washing machines nowadays. They're so light. They're plastic tubs. Um, they're all little plastic computerized things. And what else? Something else, you know, they had good craftsmanship. They cared about what they made. Nowadays, it's all fast stream, pump out as much as you can at the cheapest cost that you can, so you can make that money. That's true. That's true, you all. The greed has got a hold of a lot of people. It's all about making the money, and it's really is seen in the products of today, and certain things that you see out there. Whatever sells, go for it. That's right. Interdimensional, not extraterrestrial. Some people use different words. They do to describe something, and it's okay if they want to say interdimensional, extra-dimensional. If they want to spell interdimensional wrong, put a hyphen in it. There's all different types of ways to do stuff like that, but we really wouldn't want to get caught up on words. We wouldn't. Um, I know some people could be a stickler when they see something like that. That's right, multidimensional, um, gluttony, you eating too much. That's right, you eat too much, you're going to end up throwing up, and that ain't going to feel good either. It isn't. There's all kinds of stuff. And really, eating too much is not good for anybody. And you got to have balance in your life regardless, complete balance. There's good and bad in the world. There really is, good and bad. And perhaps I myself shouldn't let that one post on the Telegram, me go seeing it, shouldn't let it get to me. I shouldn't, but it did. It just bothered my spirit on the inside, made it unsettled on the inside. And I shouldn't have let it do that, but it happened. Um, that's why I really don't, mm, that's why I really don't go to all these channels that people recommend me. I don't want my mind filled with all these other people's point of views. I want to have a very open point of view. I do. I want to look at things from all different angles. I really do. And besides, I wouldn't have time to go to all the channels that people recommend me go to and listen to. Literally, that is totally impossible because I'd have to clone myself. I would. I'd have to clone myself. And there's no telling how many clones of me I'd have to have in order to listen to everything someone told me to listen to, look at everything someone told me that I need to listen to and look at. I'd have to have a lot of Ginas cloned. Um, so yeah, I just don't. I really don't. And besides, I got a life outside of here, and it's plumb full from the morning till my last video on the YouTube. That is when I finally go to bed. My last YouTube video, and it could be any time at night. So that marks the ending of my day, you all, nonstop. Who knows, Victoria, honey? Who knows? Good morning, and God help us all. That's right. We can say, may the force be with us, you all. May the good forces be with us, is what I say. Oh, that's right. Somebody, they will come from uninformed places and they want too much attention. You put a rock through your car window when you found out your parents took it. T, honey, I don't even know. I'm catching bits of your, I think it's funny. I'm catching bits of your comments and I'm thinking that sounds so wild. Oh my goodness gracious. That's so funny. Okay, that's not, no, the footage that I saw today, this morning, this specific footage that was shared, that came from the observatory. That's where that came from. Yeah. I didn't look at nothing else. Nothing else. I ain't got time, but that's the only thing I looked at, probably around, I skimmed through it. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it myself too many times at the observatories. And actually, I could if I wanted to. I've got time-lapse videos. I've got them saved in a folder on 2 external hard drives labeled the observatories, where I've done the footage all day long, I mean all through the night. I can slow it down when that point comes at the observatories where they go across the sky like that. Boom. I just saw it, I think it was like maybe a few weeks ago on there. Yeah, I've got it. Everything that I share, if I've shown you footage of the observatories and or the ISS, oh, it's all on external hard drives. Just for references, I can go back to them. Um, that's right. We will anchor the light together. We can do it. We can. There's no reason why we can't. You tried to sleep. Um, Somebody saw a bird. Okay. Well, you all, I am going to go. I like to dance. It's not often that I'm in the mood to dance, but I like to dance. You all, I got to get off of here. I got to get myself ready for the day. I really do. So I want to thank you for tuning in and coming on here this morning. Just be leery of what you watch, okay? Because there is disinformation out there. To say that there isn't is lying. And there's a lot of entertainment out there through disinformation. There is. And it may not be total disinformation. I mean, it's actually there, but it's not being altruistic. It's not being altruistic at all. Wait a minute. Where are you going? I thought I saw that great bird. It's like a great herring. So, with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You all, thank you